Today we're going to show you how to do the steering head bearing lubrication on a 2013 Harley-Davidson Softail Deluxe. They made it real easy on the Softail Deluxes, unlike some of the other models like my Street Glide. The grease fitting's right here on the steering head column on the right side, which is nice because when you put your grease fitting on there, you're pushing against the kickstand, so you don't have to have somebody hold the bike from it flipping over like you do when the grease fitting's on the other side. I buy the special purpose grease from Harley. It's about $10 for the 14-ounce tube. The first time I did this, it had not been done, and I used half the tube on my Street Glide, but thereafter, every 10,000 miles, you'll maybe use a quarter of the tube is all, and then you'll need a 14-ounce grease gun. Now, one of the things I want to say about the special purpose grease, you can probably use about anything. You can go to Tractor Supply and get grease, or AutoZone, or any kind of auto parts store. I do use the Harley grease because supposedly it's formulated to be more heat resistant, so it doesn't get too liquefied, and it won't ooze out of the steering head bearings all over your bike quite as easily as some of the other multi-purpose greases that you might buy for automobiles. So I just stick with the Harley one at $10. You can't go wrong anyway, and this is going to last you for quite a while. All right, so first thing you got to do is you got to load up the gun. So if you've got one, you should know how to do this. Put it in. Put your cap on. Get it loaded up. You got to depress the spring inside. Pull the handle up. Push the button. Let it go. And there we go. Now we're ready to grease. So basically what we do here is you put your grease fitting on there and you start pumping with your grease gun until you see the grease begin beading out at the bottom and the top of the steering head column. And that's in the service manual, so that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, so we got our grease gun. Pop it on there. And let's move the camera down here lower so we can see it as it hopefully will come out. Hopefully we'll get it on video anyways. Basically all I'm doing right now is I'm pumping the grease. There it comes. You can see it starting to bubble out of the bottom. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Okay. Now if you come up to the top, right there, you can see it coming out a little bit too. There you go. And that's it. That's all you do. Okay, so we got it all greased up. I just take a towel and I just wipe the grease off just to clean a little bit. We're going to end up washing both bikes anyway. You can mention it to the dealership if you don't do this yourself, and hopefully they'll do it for you. All right, so you're supposed to do this every 10,000 miles on the 2013 Softail Deluxe. The first time, depending on if it has been done before, that you stick that grease gun on there, you might actually use half or more of a 14-ounce tube of grease. So, you know, that's kind of to be expected. Once you start doing it regularly, like we just did, you only need to pump it maybe 5 or 6 times. It'll fill that steering head up. So I hope this helps. It's a very easy maintenance task, probably one of the easiest ones that you'll do on your bike. Just got to get the grease gun and the grease, and look forward to seeing you soon with some more maintenance tasks for your Harleys.